And hell, I even support Mams Taylor in doing all of it, because you know what? They don't need me. They need Mams to do his job and do a good job at it and build these cards. So the last thing I want to do is tear them down. That's not what I'm here to do. It's never been what I'm here to do. And again, maybe you guys think this is revisionist history, but that's all I've said from the very beginning. From when this beef started in 2022 over a very innocent, in my opinion, extrapolation from something that wasn't even something I said. It was an extrapolation from what one Jake Paul said about drawing power and this and that. This is all very petty to me and something that, again, never needed to go as far as it has. But here we are. So we're all rolling around in the mud together like a bunch of freaking hogs. And I grew up in the country. I can get money. Because from that comment sparked another response from the horseback riding fiend himself, Mams Taylor, who said Mams didn't screw Wade, Wade screwed Wade. And I know that Mams Taylor loves wrestling. In fact, Mams Taylor's a mark for pro wrestling, because this is 101 Vince McMahon stuff. Brett screwed Brett, right? The Montreal screw job. Someone even said it here, the Qatar screw job. And listen, maybe it's just me. I love pro wrestling as well. I don't think I would be making quotes that are attributed to Vince McMahon right now if you know what's going on with him. It just shows me that they can't let it go. And I don't understand why. If I wasn't that important, if I wasn't needed and I was supposedly hurting business, why is it that when my name gets brought up by somebody at Misfits or Mams Taylor or anybody on the internet that covers this scene, that people's attention does get sparked by it? Because I was told that I was hurting business, I was devaluing KSI and the company and all these different things, which doesn't seem to be the case when I keep seeing my name on the Twitter of the guy that runs the business. And I'm not saying he doesn't have any right to say what he wants to say. That's fine, but I'm just confused because I thought I wasn't needed to be there or to be said or brought up, but somehow continually I am brought up. And again, it's so stupid and it's so petty. And I even talking about it on the channel because again, I didn't want this. I'm just trying to wait and get to this Mike Tyson fight and cover the Gibbon Slim thing. And while yes, sometimes I will play into it, I'd rather not have to deal with shit like this. But if you take shots at me, then I'm going to respond. So I said, nice one, Vince. The man that Mams is cosplaying here on this Halloween. Don't know if he could fill the shoes and definitely need some hair plugs to do it. But hey, give it your best shot. Some things never change. And years later, you still won't let it go. I knew I made the right decision. And again, that may seem like me trying to take a dig, but I am just telling you the truth here. They just won't let it go. And I did make the right decision in doing what I'm currently doing now, because doing this back and forth, pissy pants, prancy dance online is something I look at and think, like, how pathetic are we that we got to keep doing this when in reality, it shouldn't have to be this way. I should, in my opinion, be able to voice that. My opinion, and still be able to be productive in this scene. Apparently, they still can't get that concept, and that's okay. But it does seem like that's one of the big reasons why we are where we are. And then, well, we kind of fell off the wagon a little bit. And like I said, I try to keep things professional. I try not to do the back and forth thing unless my name is invoked. And then if you get muddy, I'm going to get in the mud with you. It just is one of the things that happens. So, of course, to that note, Mams Taylor said, I tried to celebrate this decision by drinking an update, but couldn't find one anywhere, which is, okay, it's funny. Yes, I do have a partnership with the company Update Energy. Yes, right now they're not in a ton of retail stores. I guess, you know, coming after my business, because I wouldn't go back on.
I did not watch any this year, but I normally do. So, no, I didn't watch any this year.
Yours for reasons that are private and will remain that way. Is the move to get this thing all stirred up and to make me feel bad, I guess, for not doing it. But whatever we're talking about businesses, which, you know, the one I am invested in and partnered with, they not in a bunch of stores right now. I'm taking the product very slowly and trying to build it to the point where it is ready for the public to consume it. I just thought it was ironic that he bring that company up. And I said, from what I understand, the company has taken its time to refine the product properly and cover its basis for widespread release. And I said, I guess they want to pay attention to detail in the product they are molding. Wordplay bars. And then I showed this picture, which, make of that what you will. They could probably use some help getting rid of whatever that is. And then finally, to round out the situation, Mams said, come on, man, you're a fellow Trump supporter, but you are sounding like CNN fake news. Now, again, I'm not really here to talk about my political affiliations, but I am a conservative, so yeah, I guess. And then he says, holding my breath for more updates on Update. From what I see with your JP glazing, you love a white